Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how this TallyPrime 7.0 is coming up with a feature of automatic backups. It has been a long asked question to the Tally team, and they were also figuring out how to do this securely. So finally, they're out with TallyPrime 7.0. They are coming up with TallyPrime 7.0 with this option of automatic backup. So I'll just show you how this backup will happen and how does these features work. And at the end, I'll also show you little FAQs that we have got on this and how you can think about it. So if you're planning to buy any add-on for automatic backup, please do not buy, because in a few days or weeks or months time, this feature will be there in the default version of Tally. If you renew your Tally, this will be available for you, so you do not have to pay anything extra for automatic backups that you want, and this can be done online or offline on your premises anywhere, right? So now I'll show you how this option looks like. I'm just running through a video so that you get a gist of it. So yeah, before that, you can see this option called find details entered in masters and transactions. So like control F works in Excel, Tally is also coming up with this control F button feature where you can do a master search. Like if you have written in narration or a description in invoice, or let's say ledger name or a master name or somewhere something you've written in Tally and you want to find it out, you can do it, and you can do it as an exact match or possible match, something like that. It's a wonderful feature which was also long pending from Tally, and it will be finally out with TallyPrime 7.0. Now I'll show you how this auto backup feature works in TallyPrime. And I repeat, if you are planning to buy any auto backup add-on, please do not. And in case your renewals are due now in the next month or something, please do not renew any add-on that you have taken, because this is going to come into the default version of TallyPrime 7.0 going forward. So this is TallyPrime 7.0. It's a beta version. So here, once we go to data, I'll show it to you. There's a new option called backup and restore, right? So once we click on backup and restore, there are these options where we can either backup right now or we can schedule a backup with the time. We can restore and we can manage TallyDrive. I'll go to all of them one by one. So now I'll click on schedule backup, and here you can see this is the screen available. So here I can choose the companies for which I want automatic backups to be done. I can either choose one company, I can choose all the companies, or I can just select loaded company and all the companies will be selected. All that I can do. And once I do that, I'll just show it to you. It will ask me, like below you can see, yeah, here you can ask, it is asking me where do you want to store this. So Tally has come up with something called TallyDrive, like Google Drive, like OneDrive. Now we have TallyDrive, and it's a huge gift to the entire Tally ecosystem. There are 2.5 million businesses using Tally, where all of them would get a limited storage for free to save their data securely. TallyDrive is one such storage where they've taken the storage from AWS where your data will be saved, and you can select TallyDrive, which can be accessed from your tally.net ID. But if you want to save it locally on premises also, that can also be done. So here in this case, I'll select as TallyDrive, and yeah, or you can save it like this in D drive or C drive or document somewhere, anywhere locally on premises. If you want to save, that is also possible. So let's take TallyDrive, and here we'll select the companies that we want to. You can select one or all the companies or any of the selected companies that you want to take backup of. We are just selecting the companies here. Let's say I want the backup of Atlas & Co, National Enterprises. Let's say I want only the backup of National Traders. And here it's asking me for backup frequency. Here I can give daily, weekly, monthly, or once, right? So here I can select any of these four options, and then I can select a time also. So this time you have to make sure that at this time your system is on. So if you give 9 p.m. and your system is turned off at 9 p.m., this backup won't happen. But if your working hours are, let's say, 10 to 6, then you can give comfortably 11 a.m. or 5 p.m. right? So if you select daily, so it is asking you to select one time. So can we take backup twice in a day? Answer is no, you can take only once, whether you choose monthly, weekly, something like that. So it's anyways an incremental backup, so you do not have to worry about the storage. Only the incremental stuff can be done. So once you select the monthly version, it will ask you which day of the month it should be done, on the first day or the second day or the third day, something like that. And then it will ask you for the time, and like I told you, you have to select the time at which you're available at the office and the system is on, because if the system is off, the data won't be backed up. And it's also asking you to take a backup now. So if you want a backup right now, you can click on yes, otherwise you can click on no. And at the end there are set backup password. So in case you want to set a password for backup, like anybody who wants to download a backup, he has to enter a password. If you want the security, considering you are using multiple users are using the backup, the tally, you can set it to yes, and currently we will keep it to no, and we will try to save this. And now you can see the screen. You have not enabled the backup password. Enabling it ensures that only users with the password can restore the backup. Do you want to continue without enabling backup password? I'll say yes. I'll click on yes. And now it is asking me a login to TallyDrive. So this is same as Tally.net ID and password what you have. Like whenever you reinstall Tally or you forget your password, the user ID password what you use, the same password and user ID has to be used here. This we have taken a sample of Siddharth Pagaria, who is a part of Tally team. So we have to enter the login the credentials with credentials of Tally.net ID, the user ID, and then the password, and automatically this will be set. I'll just show it to you. Yeah, it's done. So now you can see the screen where schedule backup screen. This is name of the company, number. So this is the company number what we see, and the tally backup data path. It is either tally drive or the on premises. Then it would show as d slash tally data, something like that. Date and time is showing 12:07 a.m. 4th of November when this was done, and the status is in progress. And next backup happens at 4th of November 7 p.m. because we have given timing is 7 p.m. And after this is done, this would appear as a second line item, and the next backup would appear as 5th November 7 p.m. Right? And here, if you can see these options, I can just refresh to see the status of this backup, or I can click on backup now and take a backup instantly. Both of them is possible. I'll show you both of them one by one. So the backup happens incremental, like the first backup would take a little time and it would be a bigger file, but the next incremental backup would be a smaller file and with only the changes which have happened in Tally. So yeah, I just clicked on refresh details and you can see it's success. Backup completed successfully to Tally Drive. Backup size is 6.21 MB. So this is the first backup that we have taken. So here you can see the details that you have set, 7 p.m. daily Tally Drive. These are the details of your backup. Going forward, yeah. Now let's say I make some changes to one entry. I duplicated the same entry thrice. You can see here. So the backup is actually changed, and now I'll again go take a backup. Here you can see schedule backup, and I'll go here, and you can see I'll click on backup now, and I'll click on yes. Uh, and here you can see I'll just try to refresh the details. Yeah, it's done. So you can see the second backup is only 35.42 KB because this is incremental. So this is the size of those two entries that I have duplicated, and you can see the time also. So like this, you do not have to worry so much about the storage. Do we have to delete the old backup and all of that? Because Tally backups are hardly in MBs, so you have good storage which is given for free by Tally. And even if you want to increase the storage size, you can do that by paying a little amount extra, which will be soon hosted on their website. So this is about it. And here if you want to add a schedule, you can do that as well, like add schedule, and you can just select another company, and you can give the timing, the frequency, you can set the password and all of that, right? That is also possible with the same screen. Here, backup schedule alteration, if you want to edit the schedule which you have already done, you can do that as well. From 7 p.m., if you want to move it to 6 p.m. or 8 p.m., that can also be done. But for this, you don't have to necessarily keep the company open, you can, but you have to keep the date system open, because if the system is turned off, nothing works. Now I'll go to data again, and I'll go to I'll show you this option where we talk about manage tally drive. So here again, I'll log in using the same tally.net ID and password which we have for tally, which we use for license refreshing and all of that. And here you can see, let's see the screen. Available storage is 1017.75 MB of 1 GB available. So most probably, we're not sure about this, but most probably Tally can give 1 GB free for all the Tally users, and it might differ a little for the multi-user subscribers. And storage validity, this is the expiry date of your Tally subscription services. And you can see, total in 1 GB we have 1024 MB. So since we have used 6 MB here, so only 1017 MB is left, and I guess that's too much for a single user, Tally user. That's a lot. And if you want to buy extra storage, you can click here, extend storage, which will take you to the Tally page from where you can add more storage. So if you are an accountant where you are maintaining Tally data of multiple companies, and you're always worried about data being safe or not safe or something, you can, this solution is very handy for you. You can just add a little more storage, and this removes all your time that you waste for taking the backups, storage in, let's say, pen drive or something like that, right? And storage validity, it comes, like I told you, it comes free with TSS subscription. So if you have valid TSS, this is free for you. But if you want to save the data on premise, not on cloud or Tally drive or something like that, then you do not need TSS as well. So Tally has been kind enough to give this feature for free, where you can store data backup in some other folder or somewhere where internally. And now if you want to download this backup also, the option is still available right here. You do not have to go anywhere else. You can just click on download, and the data will be downloaded. I'll just show you that. Manage user rights, like you can also see, you can also set of who can download the data or who can't download the data. Here you can see, like I clicked, and it is showing me 6.25 MB, and it is showing me the path where it will be downloaded. Also, I can change the path and all of that, right? So it takes the latest version of Tally data, and it downloads the Tally data for you. And once it's downloaded, it's as good as a normal Tally data tbk file, which you can restore, right? So now I'll show you how to restore as well. So we get a mail confirmation saying download a restore of TallyPrime data. This goes to the ID by which is registered under Tally, so that if there's any breach of confidentiality, you can block it from here, because a lot of clients use multiple users where anybody can do it. Do you want to permanently delete the data backup? That option is also there. So in case your storage is very high, the company size, you can delete the old backups as well from here. And now going back to the gateway of Tally, data, restore, sorry, manage Tally drive. And here, like I said, you can do manage user rights also, where you can give users the permissions. And now I've logged in, and here you can see, like in user management, I've gone to manage users. This screen opens up automatically once you log in, and here you can give the access of the email IDs for whom you want to give the access of downloading the data. right? And you have to check here where it says enable TallyDrive backup and restore services. And here, this for this email ID, it's enabled, right? So these are the settings available where delete accessible company backups from TallyDrive. Like if you want somebody to just download but not delete the TallyDrive data, you can uncheck and check as per your requirement. All backups under the license, Tally client with any license, all this you can do, right? So these are the details of the permissions section what we have in this. And once you have downloaded, it's very easy for you to restore, like same any other tally data backup what you have. I'll show you that process as well. And once we complete this, it's just a little more demo left, and after that we will see the document where we will cover all the FAQs or queries what people have over the automatic backup. Yeah, now I go to restore, the same backup and restore and restore, and I'll click on the data path. So here you can see I have gone on backup, in backup, and I've gone to TallyDrive. And again it's asking me for credentials, because obviously if I want to access the data is saved in under TallyDrive and I have to give the credentials. And here you can see the data, uh, and the backup time also, like which one you want to download. You want to download 12 p.m, 12 9 p.m, that is also possible. So this comes very handy to all the chartered accountants or accountants, where in case any of your subordinate in the team or junior person does any mistake, you can go back and download the data backup of a previous timestamp. So you do not have to delete the entries or something like that. You can download the data backup of previous timestamp, and from there you can start using. So no more we have this risk of that we can't undo anything in Tally. We can undo now the data backup. Like if you have done any errors from 12.8, 12.9, so you do not have to delete it one by one. You have to just download the data of 12.7 and you can start using it again. So once it's downloading, it's restoring, it's done, it's open now. So you can start using this data now. So this is how easy Tally has made it for all of us, and I feel this is very welcoming. And it's at a time where there's so many malware attacks happening and data being lost. Like we are Tally certified partners, and we get at least 20-30 calls every month saying that they lost the data and they do not have a backup of it, right? So at such juncture, this is a very good move by Tally by giving this free storage to a lot of their all of their clients. Now coming to the document, I want to run through a few questions that we've got. So first question is, so this is about TallyPrime auto backup in TallyPrime 7.0. So it's done by us growth partners. We are the fintech partners for CA firms in India, where we collaborate with CA firms and we help their clients with Tally, Zoho, and all such companies for which we have partnered with. First question which we have got is this already live? The answer is no. This feature is of TallyPrime 7.0, which will be released soon. So this is just a beta version which we have shown you in the video. Second is where the backup gets stored. So you can choose the backup either in, you can choose to store the backup either in TallyDrive or local system as you choose to. Is Tally active license required to use this feature? If you want to save a backup automatically in local system, you do not need active license. However, if you want to choose to backup online on Tally Drive, TSS is mandatory. I feel the whole objective of backup is to access when something goes wrong. So if something can go wrong with your Tally, something can go wrong with your system as well. So it is always suggested to store the backup on Tally Drive, which is online, which is disconnected with your system, so that you can retrieve it anytime. Next question is it free? A limited data, probably 1 GB per license, we do not have clarity on this, will be given for free to all Tally users along with their Tally renewal. So if you renew your Tally, this 1 GB comes for free. If you want more than 1 GB of storage, users have to buy it separately. For all the accountants where they have multiple companies' data, which is heavy, you can buy additional storage. And trust me, this is much cheaper than the time you invest in taking data backup in your pen drive or your hard disk or something like that. Next question is, what is Tally Drive? Tally has taken up storage services from AWS where it will save the data securely. Can we have a security password to retrieve the data backup? Answer is yes. Should the company be loaded in Tally for backup to happen? Answer is no. If the system is on, the backup will happen in the background. You do not have to necessarily keep the company loaded. So if the system is off, the backup does not happen. But if system is on and your Tally is off or your company is not loaded, still the backup happens. Does Tally have an access to my data with this? No. This initiative is done just for the safety of client's data. Tally Solutions in no way has access to any client's data. If the backup happens as per time set and if Tally is running simultaneously, will it corrupt the data or hang the software? Answer is no. This is already tried. So the software will not work slowly or get hanged. It will work seamlessly and the backup keeps happening in the background in a smooth manner. Can the backup be taken in cloud of the user instead of Tally Drive? So Tally team is working on it. Currently, there are only two options. One is Tally Drive, second one is on premises. But whether a user can take Tally backup in his own cloud, whether he's using my OneDrive or Google Drive, or he's using any Azure or AWS or any of his own cloud, can he take the backup there? The answer is currently no, but Tally team is working on it, and soon probably they might also allow that. Next, about growth partners, we are Tally certified partners, and we are also partners with Zoho, Vyapar, AWS, Meta, and we are serving 2,000 clients across India. So we partner with CA firms and we help their clients with technology. You can reach out to us on this number given here uh, for any Tally products or services. I guess you're clear with what is going to come. And in case you or your clients are thinking of investing on Tally auto backup add-on or something, please do not. Please save that money so that it can be put to a good use going forward. With this, we end today's session. And this is our website, which you can check out later. It's called growthpartners.in, where you can see everything about what we do and whom we serve and how long we have been in the market. With this, I put an end to today's webinar. Thank you. Have a great day.